Sync. Okay, so when people find out that I'm a vegan activist, they sometimes become an activist for a movement that I've never heard them talk about, and I probably never would have if they had never discovered my veganism. They suddenly become a plants' rights activist. I'm not sure just how committed they are to their cause, because I'm almost certain they walk on grass, eat vegetables, and mow their garden. However, I'm certain that it's not just an attempt to belittle my veganism by loudly equating the killing of plants to the killing of animals. However, I'm sure there's something that these plants' rights activists would like to know to further their own activism. When you eat plants, you're only eating the plants on your plate, so those plants and maybe the rest of the bag in your fridge are the only plants that had to die for that meal. However, when you eat a piece of a cow, that cow probably ate about 25,000 pounds worth of grain, assuming that they were killed at 4 years old. A lot of rainforest is typically destroyed as well to grow the feed for animals, so much so that animal agriculture is actually the leading cause of deforestation. With every second that passes, an area about the size of an American football field is cleared in rainforests to grow grain to feed to animals. We feed way more plants to animals than we do to humans. As animals, we humans have a central nervous system. This allows us to move and to feel pain. That's the same for all humans. Animals also have a central nervous system. There's a few exceptions, but I don't think it's okay to eat those animals either. But that's a different topic for another video. All the animals that are widely farmed, so that's pigs, cows, chickens, turkeys, and fish species, and sheep, they all have a central nervous system, so they all feel pain just like we do. Just because they're not like us on the outside in terms of their build, doesn't mean that they're not the same as us in every way that matters. And as you might have guessed, plants don't have a central nervous system. They have a transport system, but they don't have a central nervous system, so they don't feel pain. Every now and then, a study will pop up that suggests that plants could feel pain. However, these studies are few and far between, and it really wouldn't surprise me if these studies were funded by the animal agricultural industries. However, they just really tend to show plants responding to the world around them. They're responding to being dropped, or they'll release a chemical communicator when being damaged. This shows intelligence, but it's not the same thing as feeling pain or experiencing consciousness. My phone can respond to stuff around it, it can respond to being touched, or it can respond to light. But that's not the same as it being conscious. Also, think about what the point of pain is from an evolutionary standpoint. If something hurts, it's probably damaging to your body, and the more damaging it is, the more painful it's going to be. We learn what's painful and we avoid it. A lot of the time it's a conscious decision. However, plants can't move from harm's way. The most they can do is release a chemical to make them taste bad. There's absolutely no evolutionary benefit for plants to feel pain. What an awful existence that would be. It also seems pretty silly to focus on plants potentially feeling pain when we know for certain that animals can feel pain. I don't believe that 99% of the people who say, yeah, but plants feel pain too, genuinely believe what they're saying. It's just a defense mechanism to try to delegitimize veganism by making us look like hypocrites. But if I was in the middle of town and I was just laying into this pumpkin, just punching it over and over and over, I'd get some weird looks, but nobody would try to stop me. However, I can guarantee that if I walked into town and did exactly the same with a pig, I'd be stopped pretty quickly. There's a reason that slaughterhouse footage is labelled graphic, whilst harvest footage isn't. Okay, so I think I'll leave that one there. If you agreed with me, if you disagreed with me, let me know in the comment section down below the video. If you're more subtle than that, you can leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down. But yeah, this has been a Coli video, and I'll talk to you next time.